So today, since the last few weeks, we were looking at the animal kingdom and what Imam says about like the uniqueness of the creation in different animals, and takes our attention towards some of the unique creation of Allah. So today, I will begin where Imam talks about the great ingenuity of Allah that you can see in the creation of fish. It has no legs since it resides in water, and it doesn't need to walk. Instead of legs, it is provided with fins, and it has no lungs as it cannot breathe, but it is kept under the surface of water. The eyesight of fish is compensated, which is weak. Eyesight of fish is weak, so it is compensated with a strong sense of smell. Also, the most important thing is like consider the reproductive characteristics. The number of eggs inside a fish is beyond computation. The reason for this increase is to increase the food potential of other living beings. A lot of creatures that lives around seas, birds, a lot of other animals are dependent on fishes. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has increased these eggs of fish in large number so that it can serve many other creation. Then also see the variety of sea creatures, the shell, the aquatic life, and different species of fish. So then Imam alayhi salam tells us to consider the vast ingenuity of Almighty Allah. On the one hand, and the small knowledge that we possess about these creatures. We have not even completely discovered all the species and variety of species that lives in the seas. So on the one side is the vast ingenuity of Almighty Allah, and then on the other hand, like the limited knowledge that we possess about these creatures. Then Imam alayhi salam want us to consider locust and how weak they are, yet how strong they are. Imam alayhi salam tells like to look at how they cover the entire earth like a flood, spreading over the mountains, the deserts, the plains, and the towns, all in one, so that its swarm can even intercept sunlight like a cloud. No one would be able to protect themselves against a swarm of locusts if they invade a town. Then Imam alayhi salam tells, is this not an argument demonstrative of the omnipotence of Almighty Allah, that the strongest of his creation would be unable to withstand the attack of weakest of his creation? इंसान जिसकी कब्जे में इतने ताकतें हैं पर वो एक छोटे से जानवर को से नहीं बच सकता है. So that shows the omnipotence of Almighty Allah. The Almighty Allah has given hereby another proof of his omnipotence. Then Imam alayhi salam want us to consider honeybee. Just consider the bee and the concerted effort to produce honey, and their houses, the hexagonal hives. And when you look at the artisan, you will find it devoid of intelligence, incapable of knowing itself. Jo honeybee hoti hai, if you look at them, like they are devoid of intelligence, they are incapable of knowing itself. Then Imam alayhi salam says, there is in this a clear argument that the exactitude in skills and ingenuity is not due to the bee, but due to the omnipotence of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In the same way, Imam tells to see the perfect symmetry and feathers of peacock, as if like some artist with a fine brush has accomplished this art. If these artistic models come into being without the almighty artist, how could this symmetry and uniformity be maintained? Then Imam alayhi salam tells to see the provision of the food. Imam says, like, do you see that whenever, whatever creation you consider, you will find it exact and full of ingenuity. Look at those herbs which these birds seek after during the day. It never happens that they don't find them. They don't find any herbs or seed which they consume. But nor do they find it collected in one place. पूरा एक ही जगह नहीं मिल जाता है उन्हें फूड, ना ऐसा होता है कि उन्हें फूड मिलता ही नहीं है. They obtain them by searching and moving about. This same situation is with other creatures. So then Imam says, like, glory be to Almighty Allah, who has apportioned sustenance and arranged it in different ways to supply it. It is not so arranged that it is out of reach by the creatures who need it, nor it has been arranged to easy access as to obtain without any effort. If it would have been easy to obtain without any effort, then it would have been useless if food have been obtained in inexhaustible quantities at one place. The animal would have been glutted, never leaving that place, leading to indigestion and disruption. In the same way, like men's too, because of plentifulness, would have been encumbered, would have fall to conceit and pride, with consequent mischief and evil doing. So Allah की जो ये जिस तरीके से अल्लाह ने रिस्क को फराहम किया है कि एक ही जगह सभी चीज नहीं मिल जाती है, मेहनत जुस्तजू करनी पड़ती है रिस्क हासिल करने के लिए, इसमें भी अल्लाह की एक नेमत है छुपी हुई कि भाई इंसान मेहनत करे तो उसके then he will be busy with that and less busy with other mischief and evil doings. So glory be to Almighty Allah, who has apportioned sustenance and arranged it in different ways to supply it. आज यहीं पे inshallah I will stop here, and then inshallah I will continue from here next time. Jazakallah.